Single dad veteran saw his ex-wife with 5 kids, unaware she'd become deputy defense commander. Opening hook. Life gives medals to soldiers, the single dad said softly, staring at the medals hanging on his wall. But it forgets the ones who lost their hearts in the battle. His voice cracked as he turned off the light in his small apartment, unaware that the woman who once broke his heart was about to re-enter his life, not as his ex-wife, but as deputy defense commander of the nation. If you're here, watch till the end, because this story will make you believe in second chances, courage, and forgiveness. And if it touches your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today. The rain had been falling non-stop over the city that night. Daniel Hayes, a decorated war veteran and single father of a teenage daughter, worked the night shift as a security supervisor at a government building. His body still carried the scars of Afghanistan, but his soul carried something deeper, regret. 10 years ago, his marriage had fallen apart. His wife, Emma, couldn't handle the endless deployments, the sleepless nights, or the man he became after war, distant, haunted, silent. She'd left, taking their little son with her. Daniel had raised their daughter, Lily, alone. He never blamed Emma. In fact, every year on her birthday, he'd light a candle by the window and whisper, "I hope you're happy somewhere." That night, while doing his rounds at the defense headquarters, Daniel received a message: "All personnel report to the main gate. High-level arrival." He straightened his uniform and hurried to the entrance. A black convoy rolled in, escorted by military jeeps. The rain splashed hard against the ground as the door opened, and out stepped a woman in a crisp uniform, her hair pinned neatly, eyes sharper than he remembered. Daniel froze. It was her, Emma. For a moment, time folded into itself. The storm outside couldn't compare to the one raging inside him. She looked powerful, confident, but her eyes softened the moment they met his. "Mr. Hayes," the guard saluted beside him, "meet Deputy Defense Commander Emma Reynolds." The name cut deep, she'd even changed her last name. Daniel stood stiff, his throat tight. He nodded, forcing professionalism. "Welcome, ma'am." Emma hesitated before replying, "It's good to see you again, Daniel." Over the next few weeks, fate seemed to play cruel games. Their paths crossed more than once, brief conversations, polite exchanges, silent tension. Lily, now 16, often asked her dad why he seemed distracted. One evening, Emma stayed late in the office. She watched Daniel fixing a broken surveillance monitor. The tiredness in his movements, the quiet patience, it all reminded her of why she'd fallen for him in the first place. "Do you ever stop working?" she asked softly. Daniel looked up, surprised. "Someone has to make sure things don't fall apart," he replied, half smiling. She sighed. "I used to think you cared more about fixing the world than your own family." He paused. "Maybe I did. Maybe that's why I lost you." Silence filled the room, heavy, yet healing. Weeks turned into months. The nation faced a crisis, a cyber attack that threatened the defense grid. Emma was leading the emergency response, working days without sleep. Daniel, stationed in internal security, noticed an irregular access pattern in the system. He traced it and realized someone inside was leaking information. Without hesitation, he confronted the suspect, putting himself in danger. He was injured in the process, but the attack was stopped. The next morning, Emma rushed to the hospital, her eyes red, heart pounding. When she saw him on the hospital bed, bandaged yet smiling, she broke down. "Why, Daniel, you could have died." He smiled weakly. "I didn't fight for medals this time. I fought for the people who still believe in what's right, including you." Tears rolled down her face. For years, she had built walls to protect her heart. But now, those walls crumbled. She realized, she'd never stopped loving him. When Daniel was discharged, he was awarded the Valor of Service medal. During the ceremony, Emma stepped onto the stage. The crowd applauded as she pinned the medal on his chest, but what she said next silenced everyone. Some heroes fight wars overseas. Some fight them quietly at home. Daniel Hayes did both. She turned to him, her voice trembling. "And I'm proud to call this man, the father of my children." The audience gasped as 5 young kids walked onto the stage, Emma's foster children, all orphans of war. She smiled through tears. "I never remarried. I just tried to heal others, the way I couldn't heal myself. Daniel's eyes glistened. He reached for her hand and whispered, maybe it's time we heal together. Months later, the once broken family was together again, Daniel, Emma, Lily, and 5 smiling kids filling the small house with laughter. The medals still hung on the wall, but now they weren't symbols of pain, they were reminders of love that refused to die. Daniel would often say, a soldier never retires from love, he just learns to fight differently. And when Lily uploaded their story as a tribute to single parents and veterans, it went viral. Thousands commented how it gave them hope to forgive, rebuild, and believe again. If this story touched your heart, if it made you believe that love can return, even after years of silence, then hit that like button, subscribe, and share this story with someone who's fighting their own quiet battle.